Hello and welcome to this football Chit-Chat show. Today we have with us Mr. Renedy Singh. He will be joining with us from Manipur and will be talking about his career in Indian football. Welcome to the show, Renedy. In the mid 1990s, there were very few Northeast players who were playing the game at the national level. So when you joined TFA, how was that move and how did you make a move to the Tata Football Academy?
Yes, there were not many players playing in the Indian team from the Northeast, except Kiran Khongsai, Balin Singh and Renedy Singh. Not many players played for the national team in those days. But there were a few players playing for Goa, like Samudai Saija, Renedy Singh. They were in Churchill, and Renedy was in Dempo, I guess, if I'm not wrong. But there were hardly any players, and it was tough for the Northeast players to play in the big clubs or the Indian team in those days. I joined TFA when I was 11. TFA was the best academy then. I got to represent Manipur State under 12 tournament. It was held in Calcutta, and that's where Ranjan sir selected me for Tata Football Academy, and I got selected in Sports Authority of India. I chose to join TFA because TFA was the only academy and one of the best academy in India then, where they used to take the players to Europe for 1 or 2 months, train there, come back, and the facility was superb then.
And a lot of Tata Football Academy graduates have joined the Big Two in Calcutta. So what kind of an atmosphere straight away coming from an academy and adjusting it to the club level, what kind of atmosphere was it?
In the year 1996, I signed for Mohun Bagan. Along with me, there were 8 more players who have signed from the same academy. And it was great for us because just before a few months before the signing, we have played in IFSL, we have played in Duran Cup, and we played with all the big teams like Mohun Bagan, East Bengal and Mohammedan, and we beat all of them. We beat Mohun Bagan 1-0 in the semi-final. In the IFSL, we beat East Bengal 4-0, where all the big players were there, and even Mohammedan we beat twice, I think we beat. So that's why Mohun Bagan have signed us, 9 of us. And if we talk about the adjustment, normally when a new player comes, when a young player comes, join the big club, they always find it difficult. But for us, it was not that bad because they have signed our coach, Habib sir, as a Mohun Bagan coach. So it was easy adjustment for us, at least. But to play in front of 90,000 or 1 lakh crowd was a dream for us, and it was a dream come true for us. And right from the start, I got to play in the first 11, and that was the best thing for me. And I have to thank the coach for that.
You have been an excellent midfielder. Your performance with the national team as well as the big 2 clubs, as well as you had played with Jesse T also. To think of it, which coach had, made the best use of your left foot?
I've learned a little bit from all the coaches I played under. I've enjoyed playing under all of them. I've been really lucky in every stages of my life. To start with, Ranjan sir was the one who selected me when I was just 11 years old. I came to Calcutta to play All India Under 12 tournament, and that's where he showed me, and I got selected, and I stayed in Tata Football Academy for 6.5 years. And I'm so thankful to Ranjan sir. I don't know, without him, where would I have been? And after that, when I was 19, I got a chance for the first time to play in Indian national team. That's where Sukhi sir is the one who gave me a chance. I don't know how many coach we will do that, give a chance to a 19-year-old. And Sukhi sir had taken a big risk, and I gave my best. And after that, I played for the national team for 12 years, except 4 or 5 months in 2004 when Naimuddin was the coach. I was not in the team, not even in the first 50. And I was out with injury for 6 months, and it was difficult for me to come back. And Naimuddin went off in 4 or 5 months. And after that, Bob sir came, and that was a new life for me.
Despite the most important question, Northeast football is now basically a factory, an industry which produces almost a large number of footballers in India. Despite the fact the infrastructure is not that great, why the Northeast and especially your Manipur state has been doing so well at the national level, producing, churning out a huge number of players?
First, football is number one in this region. Second, people are passionate about it. They love this game. Third, to get a better living. Unemployment is such a big problem in this region. To get a government job, it is so difficult. Players do feel that by doing sports or by playing football, if they can help their families, it will be great. And for example, if you see, there were 8 Manipuri players in Under 17 World Cup 3 years back. 3 years back, they didn't have anything. And now they're all earning 40 to 50 lakhs a year. And young players in Manipur, young players training in different training centers and different academies, they feel that if they can do it, why not? The young players can also do it. And that's a good thing. I think that's why there are so many players from Manipur who are playing in different clubs, who are playing in the national team. That's why we produce so many players. We can do even better, I feel, if we keep working hard. Mizoram and Meghalaya have started doing really well. I think they are one of the most organized state association. I feel the way they have been working. You see, there are a lot of Mizo players started doing well in 90s or even from 2000 to 2010. Other than Mama or 1 or 2 players, there weren't any Mizo players. But in last 10 years, we have seen so many Mizo players doing well, and even a place like Meghalaya. The organization, the way the state association are so organized that they are producing a lot more players too. So even in a place like Assam, but Manipur, it was a big powerhouse in those days, but not anymore. Mizoram and Meghalaya are doing better, but then for last 3-4 years, all the ex-players who have played in a higher level, they have come back and they've started their own academies. And then I can see a good future in next 3 or 4 years. We will be able to see a lot more Northeast players or players from Manipur playing in bigger level, in higher level. 4 years, we will be able to see a lot more Northeast players or players from Manipur playing in bigger level, in higher level.
When would be the time that we would like to see, when we can see your fans maybe wants to see you coaching the top teams in Indian football?
After I retired from Kerala Blasters, I worked in Pune City for 2 years. First year it was with David Platt, and that was the best experience ever. I've learned a lot from him, day in, day out, week in, week out. He have helped me a lot, and that's what I needed. Playing football and coaching is 2 different things. I had to work under one of the best coaches which I got, and I'm so thankful to David Platt. And after him, I worked under Habas for a year, and I've learned a lot from him too. But then I realized that I have to come out and start on my own. I don't want to be assistant forever. Yes, I can understand. After playing straight away, I cannot just become a good coach. I have to learn a lot. And those 2 years was the best experience. And I want to start with my own philosophy. And that's when I decided to start an academy in Manipur. And I know that Manipur is the state where we produce the highest number of players. The potential is here. So why not? I thought, why not I start an academy? And these 2 years have been a great experience too. In few years, we will be able to see a lot more players coming out, and we will be ready to compete with the best of academies to start with, under 13, 15 and 18 in 1 or 2 years for sure. So this is what we are hoping on. And about coaching in big clubs, I think maybe in time you will be able to see me. For sure, let me work first with these academies, and I really want to, and I really feel that if we keep training, if we working hard, if we keep working hard, we will be able to have a best academy team, or even an IDIC team we will be able to have in future for sure.
Would it be right to say that Kiran Khongsai was actually the player who had opened up a new horizon for the Northeast footballers?
Yes, for me, Kiran Khongsai is the pioneer for Manipur football, because he is the one who makes us believe that Manipuri player can do something in bigger level. He's the one who have shown us that we can also do. A Manipuri player can also play for the Indian team. A Manipuri player can play for East Bengal or Mohun Bagan. After him, I think Balin Singh played, and Gunabir, and Soso was the one who was in Churchill. So everyone followed after him. So for me, he has to be the number one. We shouldn't forget him, because he's the one. Before that, there were hardly any Manipuri player, not a single Manipuri player playing for the national team. So I think he have worked hard for that. So we should never forget him. And he, before going to Sports Authority of India in Delhi or East Bengal or Mohun Bagan, he played in one of our local club over here, along with Balin Singh, also who played for the national team. So they are the one, I have seen them for when I was 7 or 8 or 9 years old, when they were playing for the local club here. My father used to take me to see their game. My father used to run a small club over here, and they were playing. And after that, when they play for the national team, that was a dream for everyone to play also. He has given us a hope that we also can do. And after that, when we started playing, slowly we were about 6 or 7 Manipuri players playing for the national team. And these days there is 1 or 2. I'm sure we have to work really hard to come back, to see those days where 6 or 7 players from Manipur. We don't have many now, but in future, if we keep working hard, we will. And yes, like we said, Kiran Khongsai is the pioneer for Manipuri football.